Hello, and welcome to Wired. In today's episode, we will be speaking to Michael Gregg from the Fire Industry Association. The FIA, a leading trade association within the UK, representing companies within the fire trade sector. Michael is their Sales and Membership Manager. He has been with the FIA since 2008. Michael is from outside the fire industry and previously worked for the Post Office and in the property sector. Michael, thank you for joining us today. We will be asking you 4 questions about the fire industry and how the FIA are involved. Firstly, what is unique about the FIA as an organisation?
Well, we're the largest trade association within fire, and the uniqueness comes from, I think, the wide range of companies that we have. So we have fire detection alarm companies, portable companies, fire engineering, fire risk assessment, manufacturers, suppliers. So we cover pretty much the whole industry. There's lots of other trade associations that cover sprinklers, for example, but we tend to have a finger in every pie. But it's predominantly fire detection alarm portables that we cover. And I suppose the other uniqueness is really our criteria for membership. We're very strong on third-party certification being required.
Secondly, how does the FIA help shape the fire industry and legislation?
So the FIA has a board and a number of councils representing different areas that we have, and then below that we have working groups, and then we also send people to British Standard committees, European committees, and in fact we have, if you took every committee we're on, there's over 160 different ones that we have either staff on or member company employees who are representing their companies, ourselves, and the UK as well when they're in Europe.
Brilliant. If you could change one thing about the fire safety industry, what would it be and why?
I touched on it a little bit earlier when I said about our criteria is third-party certification. It's not mandatory within the UK. It's unlikely to go that way because the government doesn't want to step in. They've said to the fire industry, that's it's your area, you work on it. But that would be the one thing I would change. It's not about being in control of companies, it's about making sure that the standard of every company is checked and that they're doing the job properly. And we are in a life safety industry, so that's the one thing I would change. I would make third-party certification mandatory.
I would absolutely agree with you there, Michael. And finally, what benefits can the public see from associations such as the FIA, which may not be immediately apparent to the everyday business or consumer?
Yeah, it's very difficult to describe to people what a trade association does. So we help work towards raising the standards of companies within the sectors. We do that with training, for example. And then we also, in the past, have done seminars aimed at end users, such as schools and hotels kind of sector. And then also we get involved in campaigns such as false alarm campaigns and fire awareness weeks. And we talk to all the stakeholders as well, the insurance companies, the local government and national government as well. So the FIA works to raise the standards of companies and the knowledge of the public as well in just improving the fire industry and fire safety.
That's brilliant. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to talk to us today for our podcast. It's been great having you, Michael.
Thank you very much, Claire.
For more information about the Fire Industry Association and to access a number of useful advisory downloads, please visit the FIA's website www.fia.uk.com or call 0203 166 5002. You have been listening to Wired.